How many of you guys have kids? Can you raise your hands and let me know? Okay, so this little dude, I have a son, he's 5, and a game that we've played since he was about 2 is every time I travel for work, which is quite a lot, he gives me something for protection in the airport, and especially in the hotel room. So I take pictures of whatever action figure he chooses to give me, and this week it's Accelerator, so I'm gonna put him up here with us, and he will be with us today. See if it works. I had something happen to me about 4 years ago, and it changed the trajectory of my career forever. I was at a productivity workshop. I was the brand and marketing manager for a company called Productive Dentist Academy. We do consulting and CE courses and marketing for dentists, and we get a room of about 150 or so at a time, and they're great events, really, really fun. I was at break one time, and this doctor came up to me, and he kind of touched me on the shoulder, and he said, "Regan, can I talk to you over here in the corner?" And I said, "Sure, absolutely." So we went around to the side, kind of away from everybody, and I could see in his eyes that there was a bit of concern going on. And when he spoke to me, his voice cracked, and he said, "Regan, I haven't taken a paycheck in 6 months. I've been working double duty at another practice so I can do the bare minimum and cover my bills. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm out of options. I don't know what to do. I need new patients. Can you help?" Tears were just pouring down this guy's face. What's awesome to me about being here is that I can see that you are dentists and teams that are really forward acting. You're very engaged with your communities. You're probably not at that level of dire need. What it did for me was it sat me down in my seat. I had done graphic design, color guru, marketing. It was all a lot of fun. I realized in that moment that as dentists, you go to school, you learn how to be the best clinicians you can possibly be. You get out of school, you luckily either go into an associateship. By the time you get your own practice, it seems like nobody tells you that you're going to be a business owner. You're going to have to know how to do your finances, do your marketing, do HR, manage a team, manage your building. I can't imagine when you were upwards of $2 million in debt, how you could possibly be feeling in that moment. And I dedicated my life to doing marketing that matters to help dentists. If you have no money, if you have a budget, there's things that you can do to change your perspective and help people so that you can get back to focusing on dentistry, back to assisting the way that you want to be. It's really, really hard to focus 100% of your attention on the patient in the chair and care and make those awesome videos when you're worried about your finances. So Minal Simpat, she really called out yesterday and lit up my world. I call this the hero's journey because traditional marketing really is angled towards bragging about ourselves, making ourselves the best we can possibly be to attract patients to us. So it's about our clinical training, it's about how many awards we have, it's about what we do in our community, and really, we're going to shift the way you think entirely. Minal said that traditionally what we're supposed to be doing is thinking how we stand out from the crowd, and I used to market that way too. I've been in marketing for over 20 years, and I used to say that. How can we be different? How can we stand out? And really what that is like a big megaphone shouting at people. There's something called the hero's journey, and if you think about famous movies, I love this one from Yoda, it is time to unlearn what you have learned. In heroes movies, everybody has the same sort of trajectory and pattern that they follow. Now, in traditional marketing, you are the hero, and you guys are definitely definitions of heroes. You are helping people out, oftentimes without even an expectation of much in return. To reach and connect with the patient, though, the patient is truly the hero in their own story. It's not about standing out and being different and shouting from the rooftops at all. It's really about finding that common ground and connecting with people. So I'm going to take you guys through four exercises today that can help you put the patient first as the hero and center of the story, and you can guide alongside them just like Yoda. You can be Mr. Miyagi, you can be Yoda, you could be whatever hero comes to mind where the guide has helped them along the way. I call it care, and it is connecting with the right attitude in a responsive manner to get the expectations that you need. Now, before we go into this, though, I want to do something fun. So I met a lot of you. I passed out pipe cleaners in front of everybody. I hope you guys will play along with me here. So Skip Miller is one of my mentors, and I adore him. He does sales training for companies like Google, Apple, HP, and he goes in for full long day sessions. And he says, you know, about midday, people are going to be really, really tired, and psychologically, you're going to want to rewire some of those synapses in the brain so that you guys can take on yet more information, because the past 2 days has been great information on top of great information on top of great information. So I thought we could play a game, and I'll play along with you. You guys have pipe cleaners all at your tables with you, and I would love you to take 1 minute. I've got my clock up here, so I'll watch, and I brought one with me. I'll do it with you. And just make it into something funny, something that means something to you. Maybe put your best friend in your mind. That's what I like to do. And go ahead, make it for a minute. Take a selfie with it. You can hashtag DDMC and share your favorite thing that you've learned in the past day and a half. And then when you're done, hold it up, and I'm going to look and see. And whichever one pops out at me, I'm going to give you guys a gift card to Zappos, and you can get whatever shoe you want to get. And if you do it now, you can even order it online, fly home, and have it ready for you, a new pair of shoes. So the minute starts now. How's it going? Oh, we got somebody got it up. Okay, I'm gonna do my selfie. Oh, I see it. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Are you kidding me? Did people do hearts? Did everybody do hearts? You're kidding me. Okay, wait, I gotta take a pano. What? Okay. No way. All right, we're about at our minute. And awesome, all up, all up. Who is that one that has the two, like it looks like two little hearts? Right there, right there. I'm gonna give you the card. Did you post it on social media? Yeah? You did? All right, thank you. You can come up and get your shoes right here. Yay. All right, thank you guys for playing along. Before my 20 minutes is up, there's two things that I want to give you guys. If you text HERO to 33777, I put on the tables, there's the 5 E's of excellence, phone tips for you guys. And if you text this number in, I also took one of our videos from our online campus that we use. And it's of our CEO, Vicki McManus-Peterson. And it's a video called From the Parking Lot to the Chair, the Patient Experience. So I want you guys to be able to take away those two things that you can put into practice right away. Monday morning, they don't cost you a thing. All right, so we're going to go through the care together, 4 ways to connect with our patients and help them be the hero of the story. I'm going to tell you guys this through a case study. So these are the McCombs, Dr. Jeff and Candy McCombs. They're from Roseville, California. Can you guys shout out to me some words that could describe them without knowing them? What would you say? Friendly? Adventuresome? A little louder? Cold? I would agree with that too. Friendly, adventuresome, kind of cold. All right, well, this couple I chose, they've been practicing for a while, but they really center in on what their core values are, who they are, and most importantly, who their patients are, and how they've helped them become heroes along the way. This is their brand. It's called Adventure Kids Dental, as you'll see. They connect with their patients, and you guys can take this with any marketing that you're running right now, as long as you have your core values aligned. Do you guys have core values in your practice? Raise of hands. Yes, okay, I knew it. You guys are a really good group. If you don't, there are lots of online resources to help you get to your core values. So Adventure Kids Dental core values is connection, compassion, and consistency. They have 2 heroes, and there are a lot of, I think, pediatric dentists here. You guys have 2 heroes to serve, not just the patient, but also the parents as well. So how you connect with people in your visual presence and take that through the practice is really, really critical. For the McCombs, the Boy Scouts were something that they're very passionate about. They're very outdoorsy, they're very exciting, they like to see new adventures all the time. And so to invite patients in as the hero, they are serving both the patient and the parent in this. The kids up there, they're obviously adventuresome, they're obviously doing something fun that's outside, they're not sitting in a dental chair at all. The little buttons on the bottom, so you would just normally do your hamburger navigation or whatever, which you do on the mobile version, but here they turned them into Boy Scout-like badges, pulling it in. And then you've got the red plaid. Now I know you guys have probably heard that red is not a good color to use when marketing your dental practice. If it's subconsciously tied to something else, you are way in the clear. In fact, you're encouraged to use red. It's a really good pop action color when used in that subconscious way. So for parents, it says, ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna maybe stretch the boundaries of my child a little bit because going to the dentist can be a little nervous-some, but it's gonna be in a safe environment. They use words, too, that really tie in this theme of adventure and safety. So you'll see down here, they've got, we are excited to help your family embark on an adventure towards bright smiles. That kind of piques my interest. That makes it feel like it's a journey. And then they use words throughout their entire site that are hero journey words, specific for children. So transforming, equipped, reward, together. They even use troop. They say, we're excited that we're going to have our troop come and help serve you. So when you look at your own marketing pieces and you look at your core values, ask yourself, are you inviting yourself into that hero's story? You guys are the guides. You are a piece of their story. You are inviting yourself into their story because they have a quest, whatever their quest may be. It may be short-term, long-term ortho. It may be implants. It may just be, a white, bright smile. So think about the words that you're using. Don't ask me why I put up the mushroom. I just thought he looked kind of exciting and, kind of underserved in the vegetable world. So some hero journey attractors that you could use. Ask questions. Brian Harris, he was here yesterday. He blew my mind because Alexa, he shared her case study, and she was naturally using the hero journey words, if you notice. She used the words transform in her case study. She used the term searching because she was searching for a solution to her problem. She wasn't saying, dentist, I just need you to come in and do this for me. She was saying, I need help to guide to go where I'm headed to go. I want to get my smile back. Guides like Yoda and Mr. Miyagi, if you look at all of them, they do three things in common. One, they're honest. They're honest with their hero, sometimes brutally so, but they are honest. They provide expert guidance alongside of them, and they really, they can transform your life in a way that is just way beyond what a smile could ever mean. So there's words that you can use in your marketing, like asking questions. So like Manal said yesterday with the onion, instead of just saying, how about getting a dental implant? Here's our video with the skull on the table and all of that. Ask them something that evokes an emotional response. Are you ready to bite into that crisp apple again? One of my co-founders, his name is Dr. Bruce Baird. He practices down in Granbury, Texas. And I got to go down to his practice and do an over-the-shoulder course with him. And he was seeing a patient, and he kind of put his hand on the shoulder of the patient, and he was giving an initial exam. And he said, now, don't go ahead and eat into an apple or anything. You got a lot of bone loss, and some of those teeth are wiggly. This was a full mouth rehab. And the patient said, oh, I haven't done that in 18 years. And he started crying. And he said, well, would you like to do that again? Because I'll help get you there. I'll help get you there. I won't do it for you, but I'll help get you there. They're honest. They provide guidance. And dental teams, you guys give a little bit of homework too. So it's a journey that you do together. On the site, I believe it was Zanya maybe yesterday, that she had a little change, one little tweak, and I want you guys to definitely take this back and do it. One little tweak on the website. So instead of schedule your appointment, it had schedule my appointment. Look for those opportunities to put them into the story. You, the word you, is the number one word used to convince people into selling. Why? Because it pulls them into the story. You guys can go home and audit all of your marketing materials and take a look at this and find really quick little changes that you can do. And then use words that entice. Look at your core values. You could be high-end. You could be high-end sedation. You could say that you want a spa feel like that. Think of those words that are enticing to your patients and pull them together. Attitude. So we're going to connect with our patients, and we're going to do it in the right attitude. So for Adventure Kids Dental, this means two, right? This means the patient, and this means the child, or the patient, and this also means the parent as well. So how many of you guys do goodie bags? Can you raise? Everybody? Almost everybody? Probably everybody? So what Adventure Kids Dental is, to take something that everybody does and make it totally unique, is they don't give out goodie bags anymore. They give, and you can look in the green box there, they give explorer kits to their kids. How fun is that? Now you're gonna go on an adventure. All of a sudden brushing your teeth, it sounds kind of like it's fun. Now they also serve teenagers as well, and teenagers, as we know, they like to have a little bit of risk, they like to have a little bit more freedom, so they don't call them explorer kits for the teenagers, they call them survival kits. That type of detail and pulling your hero into the story is pretty exciting, and it takes something that you all do anyway, and it kind of twists the paradigm a little bit. The other thing that they do that I think is so cool is, $50 at Vistaprint, they decided to come up with these adventure reader cards. This is brilliant to me for more than dentistry. It goes beyond so much and into the lifestyle brand. So since the hero is the patient and the parent, they know that both are going to be really attracted by this. One, because the child knows if they read 10 books, they're going to come back and get a prize. You can go to orientaltradingcompany.com, get something that's kind of fun. It doesn't have to cost a lot, but it gets them home and it gets them reading, which the parents love. I love it when my kids read. So now they have an incentive to do something that's totally outside of dentistry. Not only that, but they get a chance to come back into the practice completely outside of normal dentist hours. So now we're connecting, and now we're in a relationship. Books are fun, books are part of exploring, you're exploring your mind, so you can see how their brand really ties well together. Also with regards to, to the parents, I would love it if my own kids' dental practice did this personally, but you send your child off to the exam and they have what is called a calm parental relaxation room. Separate from everything, you can go in, and that is a nice massage chair, by the way, they've got a few of those, so it's an investment, I'll tell you that. They've got these massage chairs set up in there, the essential oils, aromatherapy, calming music. Our heroes, they come to us. Going to the dentist is just one more thing to check off the list. It's just yet another thing in a busy day. They've got to make dinner, they've got to move kids to soccer, to art camp, wherever it may be. So to think about what would be important to that parent in that moment that goes above and beyond really helps them in their journey. Responsive, make it easy. I only have just a couple minutes left with you guys today. I have seen so many great examples of how to be responsive. It's ridiculous over the past day and a half. This picture I took last night in an Uber ride that I had, and it's really, I would call it handling the objection before it's an objection. So if I'm the hero in my story, where I'm going is to dinner. That's my journey. That's my destination. I really don't want to think much about the car ride other than it gets me from point A to point B. I sit down in the car, and immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm greeted with, do you need a charger? Do you need some water to drink? Do you need the heat up or down? Do you want music? I feel so well taken care of. And I'm like, you really looked at my needs, and you anticipated what I could be asking about. And sometimes I'm not comfortable asking for that, especially like music, nothing, so this is already inviting me into the story. Make it easy for your patients to get a hold of you. If it's an online chat, be responsive. I highly recommend getting a scheduler to answer that phone. I hear so many dentist calls, and I pop in and audit in our own agency all the time and hear dental practices that let it go to voicemail. The statistics you've heard all over the place. You will lose patients that way. Make it easy for them to get a hold of you, because their quest isn't to schedule the appointment. Their quest is to transform their smile. And if we're doing that in the right way, we will end up having all sorts of pieces of social proof, which you guys just heard Adrian talk about. You've heard lots of people talking about the last day and a half here. I had to share this because when I was putting this presentation together, I popped onto their Facebook, and lo and behold, I found this. So it's one thing to complete the journey and say, we've done an orthodontic treatment or whatnot. I always recommend, as dentists and teams, to celebrate that with them, because as a hero, they've reached their destination. They've gone that next step forward. I mean, it really deserves to be celebrated in a big way. So giving them flowers, writing them a personal note. We have one doctor here, Dr. Deborah. Where are you, Dr. Deborah? Right? Hi! She said that she does personal notes, and she refers and tracks and just watches that like a hawk. I tell you what, the doctor at the beginning of this story today, the one that changed my life, he was panicked because he didn't know what to do. He had patience. He just had to take a deep breath, slow down, and recognize all the gold that was in front of him. Today, he's doing fantastic. His practice is thriving. He has a couple more children. He's doing wonderful. My best and highest hope for you would that as a dentist, you would receive a gift back from your patient, showing the gratitude that you all have shown to them. So thank you so much for your time today. That's all I've got. I could share a ton more with you. I'll be sure to send out the slides if you have any questions for me at all. Go ahead and email me at regan@productivedentist.com. Thank you.